Hello everybody, this is going to be a full all achievements walkthrough for Is This Game Trying to Kill Me? The game has been provided to me by Sometimes You, so thank you to them, and there are 3 stacks of this game, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series and the Windows Store version, all of which have a separate 1000 gamer score achievement list for you to get. So, we're going to start straight away. Right, so as soon as we start, we're going to turn around. Once we've explored, we'll attempt to do the computer by clicking on it with the A button. We're going to go around, and then when the lightning flashes, we're going to come back to the window to find this balloon. Okay. Right. Back to the computer. You're going to go up, move to the left, pull the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk! Wrong lever! Anyway, we're going to go through the door. We're going to stab ourselves on this spike, which is going to give us 50 gamer score. We are then going to click this bull shield, this house shield or tower shield, and then this single mushroom. That will open the door, and we're going to progress through. Right, we're going to go to these spikes so that we can die and get the death achievement. First blood, that's another 50G. Right, back to the computer. And this time we are going to press this switch a total of 4 times, which will put the clock hands there on the X. And then we're going to be pressing this switch 3 times. This will pull the spikes down, and then we're going to progress forward. Okay, we're going to move to the left room. We're going to open this red chest, which will open the red chest in the real world. We're going to press B to stand up. We're going to put this tile on the top. We're going to put this tile that's just out of the red chest on the bottom, and we're going to pick up this tile on the table and put it in the middle. We're going to then return to the computer and then go up the path. Don't worry, you can't fall in the water. Pick up the orb. And put it in the first position, which will show us that. Now you can technically do this without the orbs, but it's easier, and it means you don't miss anything as well. So we're going to press left, down, left. We're going to go across, then we're going to go left, 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 left. We're going to stand up from the computer and press the up switch twice here. Then go back to the computer, cross over, grab the orb. Going to go down twice, right twice, and then go across. And if anyone's interested, no, you can't stand on that grey platform and then move it. I tried that in my first playthrough and I got killed. Anyway, right, so we're now going to press this jellyfish switch, this vertical H, then we're going to do the F, the T, the horizontal H, and finally the G, or the circle with a cut in it. Okay. First thing we're going to do, we're going to switch this to hammer. We're going to come grab this eyeball. And you notice the banners at the bottom. This is how you see them. Now, I know that the red is axe, so we're going to just keep that as it is. The blue is the mushroom, so we're going to move that to the mushroom. or whatever it is. And we're going to put this on front of the white. Oh, I forgot to pick up the eyeball. We're going to put that on the white. You see that it's a sword on the left. So we're going to put that to the sword. Then we're going to take this eyeball with us. We're going to do the lever. There we go. And we're going to go to the next room. We're going to put the eyeball behind the skeletal card player. And now we're going to hold the right button. So you can see from the position of the skeleton on the wall, the Joker is to the second on his right. So that would be our left. So we're going to do that card. We look again and it's on his far right, which is our far left. And once again it's on the second from the right, so it's second from the left for us. There we go, we win. Now we can't keep the eyeball with us, sadly, so we are going to surge forward as quick as we can, press A on the door, and we're going to progress. Right, now what we're going to do is we are going to move these pieces around until we've got a door. And there's our door, which will then open up. Okay, so we are going to put our clown over here. We're going to put our executioner over here. We're going to put the doctor on the left. We're going to put the sailor on the right. And then we're going to put this guy over here, which will do this. And will give us an ice statue, but we don't technically need that yet. Oh yes, and I forgot. We need to pull this lever. There we go. Right, we're going to pull these staples out the wall. There we go. That's going to destroy that. Then we are going to move over to here, back to this thing, which allows us to go through the door. We need to talk to this ice dude. And we're going to move to the right. We're going to open up this green chest, which opens the green chest up in the other room. And then we're going to stand by this flame here. Do not move up at this moment. We are then going to take the 3 light bulbs out of this chest. I'm going to place them onto the bulb board, I guess you could call it, over here. Then we're going to go back to the computer and work our way around to here. I'm going to stand up and then we're going to move the 2 additional bulbs over here. I'm going to quickly move over here on the computer. Go back. Put one there. And we're going to put one there. Going to move to the right, up, and we're going to pick up this set of matches. And then we're going to go back to this thing, and now we're going to do it in reverse. Oops. Which will allow us to get back out of the spikes. And then we're going to come up to here. We are then going to put that bulb there, and we're going to drop that down there. We're then going to pick up this and put it on the fireplace. Now, you may have noticed signs on the floor inside the game, and the code that we want is... let me just check my notes. Give me a moment. 6324. I misremembered. There we go. and that's the wood. And then in the game we can then use the matches, which lights the fire. Then we can come back over here and put the ice sculpture in the fireplace, which will kill the ice dude. We're then going to move to the right and progress to the next room. Okay, because of the fire, we've now got a symbol on the carpet of all the lit ones, so that we can do 1, 3, 5. And if you're wondering where I'm getting that, it's the lit bit here from the fireplace. So once you've done that, go up and press the lever, or pull the lever. And this brings us to the next room. The video signal is now damaged, and the wizard's going to appear. Blurp de blurp de blurp de blurp, la di da di da di da di da. And so once we've done this, we are going to come down this direction. We are going to interact with these valves to remove the lines from our window, which will open the door. Then we are going to interact with these buttons, and in order, you want to do button number 4, button number 1, button number 5, button number 4, and then button number 2. So that order again: number 4, number 1, number 5, number 4, and then number 2. We're going to take this left canister, put it in the left one. We're going to take the second canister, put it in the right one. We're going to take the last canister and put it in the middle one. That'll give us back our colour and pop us a 50G broken signal achievement. We're going to talk to this guy. Don't worry, he doesn't kill you. Then we're going to go back up the top. Excuse me, I'm just having a brain fart here. Oh yes, then we're going to come back to the computer. And we are now going to attack this guy, which will give us a missable achievement. It'll kill us, but it will give us the missable achievement for trying to kill the skeleton without a weapon. Okay, we're going to move to the right. Okay, so we're going to move to the right. And we're going to get money off of this pile of human bones, which gives us 10 coins. We're then going to move all the way to the left. And pick up this fishing rod. We now have a fishing rod, so we are now going to need to get 20 fish from the fishing stop. Now this, we can only get a maximum of 9 fish, and the hook only pulls fish up from the bottom. You can't you can't hit the fish from the top. Look, I'll show you, because it won't pick it up. So you actually need to get it with the hook on the way up. Okay, so that's 3. And we can only get 9 at once. We need a total of 20. Well, 20 for the moment anyway. We will need to catch a few in a short while. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is our maximum. So we can't carry any more fish, so we're going to move to the left and just dump all 9 fish into the green basket, which is where we sell items. And now we need to go back to the fishing place and catch 9 more. One. Two. I was hoping one would spawn there just as it was coming up, but nope. 3. 4. 5. So that's 14 in total. 15. 16. 17. 18. Oops. No, you don't want to go out from the game yet. So sell these 9 fish. You'll get up to 180 coins. And then we're going to go catch 2 more. There's 1. And there's number 2. So you can press X to leave, go sell the fish. Which will then allow us to get the bomb. We just sold 20 fish to the merchant for that achievement. Right, we're going to use the... no, sorry, we're going to keep going to the right, and then we're going to use the bomb on this thing. Make sure you stand back from the bomb so you don't die. Okay, so we're going to pick up this emerald, and it's going to make us get turn a valve on the far right, turn a valve on the far left, and there will also be a valve in the real world which we'll need to turn. So here we go. That's valve 1. Valve 2, and then we're going to stand up, and if I remember rightly, the 3rd valve is in here. So you turn that, and you're safe. Right. Now we've got the emerald, we are going to go back to the merchant. Oh. Put the emerald in the thing, which will give us that. So now we can get the bronze key. Sorry, copper key. So we come back to the right. And we open the door. Okay, so for the trick for this is, if you see the lights flashing to the side of the screen, you're going the wrong way. You just want to be careful with it. You will die if you keep going in a passageway. See, look, see the lights are flashing. So that means don't go through that corridor or that one there. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so we just came from down there. We can pick these up here. Okay, this one's safe. That's safe. Pick up that. Yep, that's safe. Okay, no, we don't want to go around that way. So we've got the emerald. We can go back round now. So I think that's all of the jewels. Right, remember, we want to go down this right path here. And we are going to go back to the merchant to sell the emeralds and the rubies. I think they're rubies. Right, that will... Can we get this gold key? Yes, we can. Okay, so we can now go through the gold key door. And now you want to position these pieces in these specific places. You're going to stand up, and then you're going to come over here and press this button here, which is going to lower this gate. Now we are going to click on this green thing, and there's going to be 3 golden pots that this hand wants. One's there. You may have just seen this third one up there. You're going to have to jump, which is the B button, to grab this pot. So you press A to grab the pot. That's going to give us a screwdriver. Or it's going to give us money for the screwdriver, I should say. We're going to use the screwdriver on these 4 bits. And now we're about to go catch some more fish. You will notice there is a floppy disk here that we need. There is 3 floppy disks in the game, and they are related to an achievement, and you will need it for the 3rd secret ending anyway. So what we've done here is we've now changed the value of fish that we catch from 10 gold to 10,000 gold. So remember, we need 20,000 for that, and we need 50,000 for the sword. So we are going to go back to the fishing room now. And we are going to catch 7 more fish to give us, or to be able to get 70,000 gold. There's 1. Oh, I missed one. There we go. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6. Oh, come on, that went through its mouth. 7. So we can leave, and then we're going to go back to the merchant, and we're going to rip him off by giving him fish that are each worth 10,000 gold. See, there you go. So we're going to pick up this sword. But before we do that, after we pick up the sword, we're going to come over here and pay 20,000 to get that floppy disk as well, which will give us an achievement, Shard of Memory. Then we are going to take the sword, and we're going to go and fight the skeleton boss. So there'll be 4 main phases of this boss. There'll be metal swords that go across the arena, which we have to avoid. There is going to be bombs, which we have to stand a minimum of 2 squares away from so that they don't explode. And then there will also be an issue where the floor will turn to red X's. Now for this boss, you will see here, the skeleton boss is allergic or takes damage from poison. So keep that in mind. So we're now going to fight the boss. So we have swords, we can stay in place so we don't get hit. And now we can move away from the bombs. And then we do poison. And we just need to do the same thing a total of 3 times. We need to hit the poison thing 3 times. That's bomb, so we can go over here. Poison. There's the X's that we have to avoid. And bombs again. And poison. And he's dead. Okay. So now we've done that, we can go up to the next room. Alright, so we're going to fall, and we need to avoid the spikes. So some of them come at you really quick, so be prepared. And we land back on our bed in the real world. Okay. So we're now in the swamp. So we want to change the middle of the torso to a snake. We want to change the bottom to a fish. And we want to change the top to the boar head. This will open the path to the next segment. Okay, so we're going to open this green door here, which will open the green door in the real world. That's the slime. We can't kill the slime quite yet. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go around and hit these 4 switches. Which is going to allow us to do that, and it's going to allow us to grab the gong mallet. Once you've done the 4 switches, the lily pads won't disappear, so don't worry about them disappearing on your way back. Right, now we're going to come back down to here. We're going to stand up. And then... Yeah, go away. Don't care, go away. Right. The green door was... Yeah, the green door was here. So what we're going to do now is going to take these staples, and then we're going to hold one, and we're going to throw it with the X button at the spiders. We want to break... we want to kill... I think there's 4 spiders in the room. There's 2. There's 3. Oh, I missed that one. There's 4. Right, then we can talk to this geezer over here. So, take that key. And we can do that on this lock here. So, what we are now going to do is we are going to come over to this room over here to see what phase the moon is in. It's in crescent moon. So, we are going to make sure that this over here on the thing says red, red, blue, blue. And then, following this book, we're going to light the candles in order. So, we've got this circly squiggle bit first. Then we've got the X, which is that one. Then we've got the diamond, which is there. Then we've got the thing that isn't triangles, like the target, so it's this one. And then it's the diamond with the triangles around it. Okay, so that's done right. So now we're going to go back to our game. What have I forgotten? Oh, yes, that's what I forgot to do the gong. So, come back up just temporarily. We're going to use the gong mallet. There we go. That's what I forgot to do. You can't do that until the pentagon's done. The pentagram. Right, we're going to talk to these guys. They say they want to be buried. Okay, so we're going to go back to the real world again. And now we are coming over to this red X here. We're going to tap it a few times. We now have a fanged skull. So that skull is going to be buried in the pot next to the fireplace. There you go. Then the next skull, I think, is the Cyclops. Yep, it's got Cyclops. So you want to put the Cyclops in the fire, because he wanted to be cremated. And then you're going to take the last skull, and they wanted to be buried underwater, so the skull is going to go in there. And whilst we're here, we're going to throw these 4 rocks onto this pedestal. There we go. Right, back to our game. So talk to these guys. Okay, so we're going to have another boss fight against the slime. When the slime has 1 or 2 eyes, we use poison. When it has 3 or 4 eyes, we use fire. And when it has 5 or 6 eyes, we use ice. So same idea as the first boss, just dodge all the things. You see it's got 1 eye, so we're going to use poison. Okay, it now has 3 eyes, so we're going to use fire next time. Remember, you have to be 2 spaces away from each bomb. So I'm guessing it's going to have 5 eyes now. No, 2 eyes, so we're going to be going back to poison. Okay. Slime is dead. Right, that'll allow us to progress. Now, the dude has stolen a texture. The texture has walked over here. And he's going to eat the texture. Don't worry, we'll be able to kill him later. So we're now going to the basement. Don't be confused and think that's the basement over there that we're going to. We can't get back into that. This is the basement that we're going to instead. Now, notice these 2 rocks show that there is a floppy disk in D6. So we are going to first put this fuse off of the shelf into the thing, and then we're going to set these 2 switches down. This allows us to move to the right here and pick up this fuse. I'm going to put the fuse into here, and then we're going to turn these things off and put these 3 on. This is going to allow us to get another fuse. Oops. Put that in the machine. Whoops. Without throwing it to the ground because you missed for some reason. There you go. Then we're going to want to go to the top left. So take those 2 switches off and put those 4 on. Grab the fuse. And now we're going to go down to where D6 is. So we need that switch, that switch, that switch, that switch, and that switch. Which will give us our second floppy disk. Remember, some of these endings are missable if you don't do these. You would have to theoretically come back and change them. Anyway, keep B3 active and then do those so we can get to the door. Take any texture you like, it doesn't matter. I personally like the one on the right. Going to talk to the 3-eyed head again. He gives a hint about following the flame. You'll understand that later when you see the TV's on fire. Right, we're going to go back to our room, which is here. Which will give you the 50G interior design achievement. Okay, so once we've done that, we are going to go back to our computer. Now, these puzzles are really frustrating, so I'm just going to tell you the answers. So do the teal colour, the yellow colour, the purple colour, the green colour and the red colour. And this will allow us to cross these lily pads and go to the next room. Now this is a truth or lie frog test, but I'm just going to tell you the answer. Do green, do red, and then press the lever. Oh, I say press the lever, pull the lever. Then we're going to move to the right. We're going to clean this slab. And then we're going to go up. Now we're going to do the blue and green. We're going to do the bottom yellow, not the top yellow, the bottom yellow, this one here. And also the red. And then once again we are going to pull the lever crunk. We are then going to go up. And we are going to do the left blue, which is this one. We're going to do the... Actually, we're just going to do both blues. So both blues, the top green, and the yellow. Do the switch. Sorry, pull the lever. And then we're going to move up. So we've got red carpet here. We have 3 puzzles. So, as long as you're alive, you won't meet me. If you're dead, you won't escape me. The answer for that riddle is a gravestone. In the darkness, you won't see me. In the light, you won't escape me. The answer to that is a shadow. When it's dark, it's easy to see me. When it's light, you won't find me. The answer for that is a moon. Even though there is a logical fallacy there, because you can actually see the moon during daytime. So sometimes these rocks won't actively count as being on this thing, but you do need to have all 4 of them on them. So if the route on the computer doesn't display to the left, oh yeah, you need to talk to him. So let's just try pulling one of those off. And then talk to him again. I don't know if you noticed that the screen did flash then. That should have unlocked the path. There you go, now it's unlocked it. That bit is a bit dodgy. Okay, so we've unlocked the blue chest. Now remember the answers. The shadow, the moon, and the gravestone. So the moon needs to go in front of the red top, because that was the Ruby's answer. The gravestone needs to go in front of the silver, because that was his answer. And the shadow needs to go on top of the gold. That is answered that riddle. So, what we're then going to do is we are now going to go to the game, and now we're going to go to the right, where we will meet a leprechaun, who you will need to find a total of 6 times. 1 in the game, 5 in the real world. And you do have a time limit. So we're going to talk to the rock. There you go. So we have a time. We need to find it 5 times. So the first one is this blue stool. The second one is the cardboard box on the bench outside the pentagram room, which is just here. The third one is the clown portrait next to the treasure door, which is here. The fourth one is the frying pan on the wall in the computer room, which is here. And then the final one is the basket on the small sofa inside the pentagram room, which is just here. that will unlock you the hide and seek achievement. We're going to go back to the computer and talk to the leprechaun again. Fantastic. Okay, we are going to open this blue door here, which will obviously open the blue door in the real world. And once we're here, we might as well do a quick achievement check. You should be at 10 and have 500 gamer score. Okay, so now we've opened the blue door and put ourselves safe. We are going to first get rid of these pins in the wall, so it makes it easier for us to travel. There we go. We will need that for the final boss, to be honest. Okay. Then we have these blocks here, and we are going to throw one of them at the glass and pick up that empty vessel. We're going to pick up this vessel with blood. And then, so we've got the vessel with blood. We are then going to... what do we do with the blocks? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yes. We put these blocks over here so that we have a block from the saws that you see up there. And we're going to move up a couple of spaces. So we're in line with that block. We're then going to take the two lower blocks that allow us to be moved. We can't move that bottom one because it's behind bars. Whoops. I'm going to put those on the top so that we can move further in our game. So up we go. And into the next room. Okay. On this right, you see these wheels. We're going to keep that there just for a second, and we're going to move it so that these connections on the wall match up perfectly. There you go, that matches up perfectly. So we're going to go back to our computer, because that's actually what that has done, is that's popped the electricity there. And whilst we're here, we're going to add the blood bag there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to put the code on here. Now, this is due to a code in the game, but I'm just going to give you it now. It's 2536, and this gives us some fertilizer. We're going to move over next to the fire. I'm going to plant this fertilizer in this pot, and we're going to grab the heart from the flower. Once we've done that, we're going to move the heart back over to here. Then we are going to go back to our computer. Now, the trick here is going to be the owl clock's eyes. So we're going to go back and move to the left. Or is it up? I can't remember. Give me a second. No, we need to do the soul first. So we're going to activate the sarcophagus, and we're going to need to put these blocks over the cracks. And there you go. So you will now notice we have caught the soul, which just leaves us the runes. Right. Okay, we've done that. So we're going to come back out of this room and then go to the left. So now you need to pay attention to the owl's eyes. So you notice once it's done, the owl is pointing up. Still pointing up. Now left. Now up. Now right. Right again. Down. Right. And up. And that'll make it safe for us to pull the lever. Where we can get the scroll. don't worry about doing the route on the way back. That doesn't matter. You're going to want to put the scroll on the green pedestal. Now, that will show the symbols here. So we want the jellyfish, the T, the Z, and the horizontal H. So H, Z, T, jellyfish. So that will do the runes. So now we can activate the green boar, which will give us an achievement. It's alive. We can now talk to the boar. And it's going to tell us to go through 2 shields. Whilst we've done that, we're going to talk to this guy who is a bit lonely. He wanted a friend. So he's going to give you your 2nd floppy disk. Or is it our 3rd? No, it's our 3rd, sorry. So that gives us that achievement. We are then going to go back to our game. And we're going to go to the... right, I think it is, yes. Up to the right and then between these 2 shields, which is going to bring us to a waterfall. Do we want to leave? Yes. Now notice this. This is your clue. Blue flames equal fire. Purple flames equals snow. White flames equals water. We are then, this is the final boss of the game now. Let's just do another quick achievement check. You should be at 12 of 17. And you should be at 600 gamer score. So, same thing again, but you notice he's got 6 hearts. That's because we're going to have to beat him 3 times in the real world. So you notice he's got blue flames, so our first weapon is going to be fire. Right, he's got white flames, so the next one is going to be poison. These can be different, they are random, so remember when you're doing this, white is poison, purple is ice, blue is fire. Okay. Now you'll know why we opened up all the rooms. Simply because now he's going to do the exact same thing that he does in the game. There's going to be a really bright red wall, and to avoid it you need to go right to the edge of the thing. He can also do this X trick. So if you want to stand where there's no X's. He can also drop bombs as well. He will do 2 things before you can... what's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Okay, he's dropping bombs. So when he's dropping bombs, keep moving. When he's done a second thing, you want to look around the walls for a button to press. Luckily, that was in front of me. It's a button with a big sword on it. You have to get him 3 times. If you do die in this segment, you go right back to... you will have to do the boss from inside the computer game again. Oh, what's he doing now? What's he doing now? Is he throwing bombs or is it... Oh, it's bombs. It's bombs. This is actually luckily because the red wall that he does is a right pain in the ass. Right, so the sword will only appear... Ah, see, there we go. So we got lucky there. 2 in our vision. Now the red wall will make us go completely to the edge of the area. You will have to jump up onto the table or be right at the edge. Nope, he's not doing it again. He's doing the X's. So make sure you're in a space where there isn't an X. Right, is he doing the bombs or is he doing the red wall? Probably red wall now because he's done the bombs twice. Oh, yeah, there's the red wall. So you need to come all the way down here. If it's coming from that side. If it's coming from the side that I'm currently on, you need to go right up into the fireplace room and stand on the table. Right, we're looking for the button, looking for the button. There it is. Just got it in time. The wizard is dead. That went absolutely perfectly. Okay, so there's 3 endings, and we have to do one after each other. You can only get one ending at once, and once you've done that ending, you can reload the game from your save, and it'll put you after that first ending. So we're going to go through all this text here. Now, we should have just got the Wizard is Dead achievement. I think we did. Yes, we did. Okay. So now we're going to come in here and get the mask ending. You must do this mask ending first. Because if you don't, you will have to do an entire playthrough again. Okay, so that's given us the mask achievement when it pops. There you go. Right, main menu, play, continue our save file, and now we're going to go back up into the treasure room in the game again, go through the text, but this time we're not going to go into the treasure room. Instead, we're going to go and press A on the 3 televisions that are on fire. One was there. One is in the pentagram room, and the other, if I remember rightly, is in here. So that will bring us the Where It All Began achievement. And we're going to talk to this guy here. We're going to look to the right. And we're going to remember these runes. So I remember these as double triangle, apple, A. So double triangle, apple, A. So we're going to move to the far left this time. And activate those 3 runes. Triangle, apple, 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 apple. And what was the other one? The A with a circle, wasn't it? There it is. That's going to open up this. Okay, so we're now going to be by a basilisk. For those who know your Harry Potter, if it sees you, it can turn you to stone. So when there's green light, don't go out from behind the pillar. So, and what you need to do is press A on his on the runes on its body. So the lights are gone, so we'll do that one. Gonna go back behind this one. So then there's one over there we can see. I'm going to play it safe and do this one over here. Get behind the pillar again. Going to go forward. Hit that one. Get behind the thing. It should kill him. But just wait, because you don't want to have the game bug up and kill you. Okay, so now we've killed him. We can go behind these coils and go through this exit, which will give us our second ending. So you managed to escape. That's what it's going to give us. There we go. Right. We're going to go back to the main menu and we're going to go load up our save file again. This time, instead of going through that exit, we're going to go back to where we came, and now you'll know what the 3 floppy disks are for. So we're going to disable all of these 3 symbols. We're going to press start to see the symbols it's given us, which are the floppy disks. So it's the E, the T, and like the targeting 0. So there's the T. There's targeting 0, and there's the E. This will open up this red cavern. You can read this scroll, and then what the game wants us to do is it wants us to move these blocks. But first we have to grab the scalpel. We're going to go back down to the basilisk, and we're going to cut the amulet ruby out of its skull, because that's the source of the basilisk's power of turning things to stone. And now we're going to come back in here. We're going to grab this block here. We're going to put this about here. We're going to put the amulet here. And now what we're going to want to do is to try and arrange these 4 blocks so that we can reach the pedestal over here. It can be very, very titchy. It can be annoying, I'm not going to lie. There is a couple of extra blocks here if you're struggling. So you can put one there if you wish. And you can put one here. There we go. Press A on the thing. Once the light has reached it, it's using the basilisk's stone power to turn the root of evil to stone, and that is the good ending where you kill everything, or where the good ending where you've killed everything. The good ending where you've killed the root of evil. That is your 1000 gamer score. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Sometimes You for providing the code. I hope this helps. Have a good one.